trading mistakes that are costing you money. The first one, this, if you're in the funding stages, you really want to pay attention to this. If you're in the challenges, maybe you're like me, you really don't care. But sometimes when you're trading prop firms, let's imagine you trade lower time frames like me with all small stop losses, and you're risking 1% per trade, right? And let's say you had four, this is shit. Let's say you had four losses, right? How much are you down in the account? Well, maybe you would think I'm down minus 4%, right? But when you look at it, you're actually minus 5. And this is because you're not taking into consideration the commissions. Okay? So the commissions per lot size, they can get very big once you start to trade lower stop loss sizes with lower pips, because you need more lots to actually make a big difference in the market, to actually the risk that you're putting it on. Okay, so most of the times when you lose, you're not actually going to lose 1%, you're actually going to lose 1.2% or something like that, or 1.1, depending on how small your stop loss is and how expensive the commissions are. All right, so you got to take that into consideration. And so what you can do is actually, instead of 1%, you're still trying to risk that, but you're going to do like 0.9% or 0.8 to take into consideration the possible commissions. Because if you're in the funding stage, you don't want to be playing with this. You don't want to be 4R down but actually 5% down. That's just an extra loss over a losing streak. So you definitely don't want that. So 0.9% or 0.8% is what I would do. And if you want, you can get a trading assistant on MetaTrader or something like that. I don't have one. Maybe I'll get one in the future, but basically you can pretty much set it up like this thing on MetaTrader, and that assistant bot, whatever, is gonna immediately calculate your lot size by the way you do this. And whatever you set your risk on, it would actually calculate everything, the commissions, the losing amount, everything perfectly to the T. If you want to say risk $100, once price tags you out, you lose $100 exactly. So that is quite nice. It's something to consider. Can't remember really how much it goes for, but yeah, if you want to go for that, go. If not, 0.9% or something like 1%. And the trade assistant may be good as well to buy some time. So that could be a good thing to consider. But yeah, just remember this, because this might be the origin for a lot of your account loans and a lot of your struggle to then come back, because you just had a losing streak, and now you even like your performance was already shit, and now trainees being the pain in the ass who already had you another loss that you actually didn't get, and you actually tried to, and you didn't over risk as well because you stayed on 1%, but the commissions are eating up your P&L as well. Another thing is that you're trading too much and you're allowing shitty setups to come into your data, to come into your performance. Because you might say you trade liquidity, you're seeing this, price is basically equal high, but then you're saying, oh, but this breaker structure and price already going too high. I know I don't do this usually because there's a liquidity right here, but I want to trade. I need it. I need to pass this. I need the money. I need the money. Boom. You need the money, but you risk it. How do you need the money if you're able to put it on the table so stupidly, you know? Because remember, you can actually lose in trading. I don't feel like many people know that you can actually lose. Sounds pretty logical, pretty straightforward, but a lot of people just get into trading to, I gotta make it, I gotta make it, and then they come out in a worse position that they actually came in. So stop taking these setups that are not conform to your plan, because you're gonna have a different edge, right? Your edge is not going to be the same. If you have a 40% win rate with your edge and you're allowing these setups to come in, you don't have to actually have a 40% win rate. You don't know if it's profitable because you're allowing different setups than what you actually had in your data. All right. You can't just expect the same outcome to the outcome to be the same, Okay. Doing it's the definition of craziness or delusional. It's doing the same thing, no, doing the same thing and expecting different results, or doing different things and expecting the same results. Okay. So just stick to your data, stick to what you know, and then over time you get the data that's actually represented in your edge. Okay. If you have a 40% win rate and you actually follow it through over the long term, you have that 40% win rate. But if you're allowing these bullshit setups that you don't even know, you just feel like the trade will play out because you just feel it. You're not gonna be in a good place. And for less, it's like coming to this point, just zoom out. Just zoom out and zoom out, identify the bias, and go along with it. Stop trying to call in the tops when price is just going higher and higher and higher. Like 60% of the retail traders are trying to short here. I'm trying to buy. I'm trying to be in the opposite direction of them. And I bet that here you try to buy whilst price was just going down, 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 down. Then eventually you got the buys in, maybe. Maybe you got it. But for what? For a little 3% win here? Are you gonna be happy with that when you just lost like 4% here trying to buy? So just follow the trend. It's way easier. Don't take counter trends if you're not at that level yet, or if your data says that you're not profitable with them. If you say in your data, you got to be specific with these kind of things, that your data says that you're not profitable in counter trends, just cut it off. It's a matter of looking at your data, see what's working, what doesn't, and cutting off what doesn't work. You don't need to force it. You don't need to make it. Bro, just stick to what works. Okay? Nobody's forcing you. Nobody is even putting a pistol on the back of your head and say, take a trade today. But you act like it. All right? So take these advices into consideration and let's hope you succeed. That's if you actually put in the work. Join the Discord. Check my trading video down below for my full strategy. Okay, it's free as long as the Discord. If you want to work personally with me, you can reach out to me on Instagram. Definitely follow me there. Either way, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one, boys.